Istongo Seminologi Jeremy Foltz Cheho Jifkado Samojanita Hadamnita He Lajampala Mon Flo Doc Leggy Mongis.
Stongo Flo Chochipkidos and that he Takathia Sojafetchkis.
So today is another beautiful day. It's another beautiful Tuesday, Mendy and Hayetki.
Heathitos.
And so we are going to be going through the ins and outs, the happenings, the whatchamacallits.
Moi.
Yeah, what's happening on the res. And Flo, you know what's happening next week?
What's happening?
I think there's something. What is it that's going on?
It happens every year, I think.
Why don't you tell them?
It's on the, I can't remember. Chahosi's.
Get Ditskis.
Tell them, boss.
Ow. Hang on, we're going to take a break while I pop my shoulder back into place. But it's Seminole Nation Days. Next week. This week, we're just hyping it up. Next week, we'll be talking about, so it'll be Tuesday. We'll be saying, hey, in 2 days, come out to the Princess Pageant and all that good stuff. But it's just around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be a good one, I think.
Good one.
What are you looking forward to mostly, Flo, for Seminole Nation Days?
For me, I like to gander. I like to look around. So I'm kind of looking forward to those vendor stands.
Gander?
Like to look. It's a fancy word for look.
Oh, like you do, like when you go to Target and you look around Target?
Yes.
So when I was growing up, let me think about what I used to like about Seminole Nation Days. I used to like, what was it? Let's see. Because it wasn't like it is now when I was growing up. It was the horseshoes was good. I think I like the tug of war. That was pretty good. Tug of war. I was always pretty good at tug of war. So we should bring that back, like the band tug of war. They have all the bands go against each other. Ooh. And it could dictate like where they sit at in the General Council building.
Dang.
And so then that way you've got like I better stop talking. Just a thought maybe for next year.
It's just an idea, just a concept.
just an idea, no. But no, the band tug of war, like band game, man, that would be so cool. And at band games and like a cheesy band going against like the Miccosukee band. Head to head tug of war.
Tom Palmer, Edie Boyes.
But let's see, what else? What are you looking forward to? Okay, you already said the vendors.
Yeah.
The new vendor space at the Miccosukee Mission, I think, is going to be pretty cool because it's all going to be. There's walkways now out there to where you can walk around, and it won't be so dusty out there, you might say, and. This year, the carts won't be technically really allowed in that middle. Like a lot of times, you might be walking to try to get a snow cone and a cart might go right by you. But this year, there's going to be drop-off spaces and drop-off zones and shuttle spots. And so that might be a little bit easier to navigate. And then the food, oh, man, I always look forward. I always do this every year. I get my hopes up to having like fry bread and like some fresh meat. And what else do I usually try to get? Just like red beans and rye.
The meat pies be hitting.
Man, I've been on the down streak on meat pies. It's not specifically here, but like the last 5 I've had haven't been up to, I would say, the par. They just kind of.
One time last year, I was standing in line like for a ride with my siblings, and I don't know if this lady. I don't know if this is allowed, but I knew her because she would always.
But she came up with an ice bag.
But I knew her because I used to buy from her when I worked at I-40, and she
meat
came
pies.
up and she
Buy
said,
meat pies.
She said, "Hookty," and I said, "Oh," she said, "I got 2 left." I said, "What kind are they?" And she said, "Well, I got 4 left actually." I said, "I'll just give you this 20. I'll take all of them." And so I was just walking around with 4 meat pies. I didn't have to stand in line or nothing.
And then I flipped them for $5 a piece. Made my money back.
Bought me some earrings.
You bought me some earrings and got a snow cone. All right, so let's kind of get into it. We always talk about church meetings happening, and it is already going to be September 15th. We already talked about Nation Days, Otowoshkaji, those. So September 15th this week. Flo, do you want to read those this week?
Yeah, I can.
All right, it's the third column.
Okay. This week's church service dates are Artisy, Beaver, BMO, Bird Creek, Buckeye Creek, Community IBC, Deep Fork, Hilebi, Faith Baptist Destin, Hickory Ground, Little Casita, Miccosukee, Middle Creek Number 2, Montezuma Okfuskee, Pecan Grove, Sand Creek Eufaula, Tomajesi, and Wetumpka.
All right, and then like we always talk about, these sometimes these churches go visit other churches during that time, and they like to support other ones.
Wait, and Rock Spring.
Oh,
Go ahead.
good job. But yeah, some churches like to visit other churches. So if you're planning on going and visiting, you might just call someone from that church, a member from that church, just to make sure they're out there, out and about, and having their church service. And then just, we have fourth Sunday church service dates, but so when I was growing up, it wasn't necessarily, it is fourth and eighth Sundays, but we call them church meetings, right? And so that's the big, you have the church meeting, and then it's like eighth Sunday or fourth Sunday. But then they also meet, we should probably say, every week they probably usually meet anyway. And then they just have their church meeting is like the bigger church service that they have. So just to clarify, because I know some people may not be familiar with the lingo that we use sometimes, but yeah, our church meetings happen fourth and eighth Sundays, and then they still meet Sunday school, I guess Sunday school and preaching.
Like regular service.
Regular service. They may not eat
just fourth
lunch.
Sunday is when it's popping.
Fourth and eighth is really,
eighth.
yeah. All right. And then we talk about the ones that started their journey, and a lot of families are missing loved ones today. We want to remember those families and members of the community in your thoughts and in your prayers. And at this time, we're going to go ahead and pause for a moment of silence. Muddo. And if you haven't heard, Seminole Nation Days is right around the corner. And so I think we should just go kind of like in chronological order. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
On what's going on. And so if you haven't seen, Communications is graphic, that's blue and has every day on there that something's going on, then I would suggest you go to the Seminole Nation Celebration Day page and check it out. But for the most part, everything is on there, and it starts this Saturday with the baby pageant. Flo, do you have any info on the baby pageant?
I'm looking for it.
It should be under...
It's
all my fault. I'm going out of order on this one.
It's okay. Muddo. All right, 17th Annual Seminole Nation Baby Pageant, Under the Sea. Saturday, September 14th at 9 a.m. at the Kelly Haney Center at the Seminole State College, 2701 Boren Boulevard in Seminole, Oklahoma. Free entry, newborn and up to 6 years old. All children can participate, tribal and non-tribal. Entry includes participation trophy and valid entry to all categories. The application is available at Seminole Nation Division of Commerce Administration at 2115 West Wrangler Boulevard in Seminole, Oklahoma. The application the deadline was the 3rd at 4 p.m. But it seems like it'd be a good thing. I always like seeing them all dressed up and stuff, like the vests and the boots.
And then some of them were selling tickets to, I guess, a dollar amount is a vote as well. So get out there, support your favorite contestants, and they'll be kind of starting it off. That's the weekend before. And then we fast forward to September 19th, which is Thursday night. So next Thursday is the Princess Pageant. This will be at the same place at the Kelly Haney Center.
Mm-hmm.
Flo, do you have any information on the Princess Pageant?
I don't believe so.
The Thursday, September 19th, starting at 6:30 is the Seminole Nation Princess Pageant. You are invited to the annual pageant located at the Seminole State College, Enoch Kelly Haney Center. Again, everyone is welcome to attend, and there's some good candidates that'll be in there as well, and so it'll be a good time. So that's going to kick off the official Seminole Nation Days weekend. That's going to be 6:30 on Thursday at the Enoch Kelly Haney Center there in Seminole at the Seminole State College.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Thursday. Then Friday, September 20th, 8 o'clock in the morning, golf registration. And then the golf tournaments begin 9 o'clock on Thursday or on Friday, as well as the Elder Games. And so if you're an elder, you want to participate in some of the elder games, head on over to the OAP, and they will have games throughout the day. At 2 p.m. on Friday, there will be a clothing expedition, and that will be with Jake and Brian Zepeda, and that will be held at the council house. Which one, the old or new? The old council house. And so come here about 18, I think it's like the mid-1800s style clothing that they're going to be talking about. And when people say traditional clothes, that is probably going to be as close as people will be able to see, especially live, because they'll be talking about some of that. And then Friday, starting at 5 p.m., it's when everything kind of starts opening up everywhere. The carnival rides start. Booths open up. Vendors open up. Co-ed slow pitch tournament starts around 6:30. Fast pitch tournament starts around 6:30. And then there is a social stop dance that night underneath the Miccosukee Arena. That will be at 7 p.m. And that's all on Friday. And I think that goes either when the last leader goes, or they said up until about 11. Did I get it all, Florence?
I believe so. For Friday.
Yeah. What's your favorite carnival ride?
Mine.
I feel like I said that weird.
What's
your favorite carnival ride?
My favorite one is probably they have it every year, and every year I get scared when I go on it. It's the one where they look like buckets. They're not buckets. It's like the cage thing, and it spins around like that. The Sizzler, not the Sizzler. That's the one that like throws you like this. But I don't know.
So I think that's the one. You call it the Sizzler. I think I call it the Zipper. It's where you go straight, and then it turns, and then it goes straight that way and turns.
I think so. No, this one like kind of it's like a zero gravity ride. You know, where you sit on it like this.
And it goes up.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I don't like that one. I like the one where you sit in the booth, you have the bar, back when I could put the bar and lock the bar in. And then it just goes straight, and then it comes back this way. It does this type thing. So, I like that one. I always used to sit on the inside, too, so that way whoever was sitting on the outside I would squish them a little bit. But that's just a big guy joke. That happens. Never get put on the outside of a big guy when you're at a carnival ride. Just PSA.
If you don't hear anything else from us about Seminole Nation Days this year,
learn how to ride a ride.
Yeah,
don't be on the inside.
Don't be on the inside.
Or you want to be on the inside. Don't be on the outside. And then on Saturday at 7 a.m., it all starts the day of the apex of Seminole Nation Days. 7 a.m., the 5K, 1 mile walk and run. That's going to be held downtown Seminole this year. And so the 5K starts at 8:15. The 1 mile fun walk will be at 8. And then also at 8 o'clock at the Miccosukee Mission at the gym is the 3-on-3 co-ed and also youth basketball later in the day. 9 a.m. is also co-ed volleyball, co-ed slow pitch, fast pitch, all at 9. They kick off. And at 10 o'clock this year, The parade will be kicking off, but there has been a change to the parade. The lineup is actually going to be kind of further down on the main road that kind of goes right in between Miccosukee Mission, kind of around between the OAP building and transportation. And so the parade route has changed. And so what we've been told so far, it's going to go south on that road and then curve around on the new road that has been made by the transportation department out there at the Miccosukee Mission. The Mission, if you haven't been out there in a while, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good out there. And so that parade will start at 10 a.m. and there's going to be some good spots to set this year because there's grass. You don't have to really be in those ditches like that's on that main road. Mm-hmm. You can go around on that arena side and sit, and there's grass, and it'll be safe for everyone. Last year, I about rolled down one of them ditches, couldn't get out, but it's okay. And then also the kid activities start at 10 o'clock. Carnival activities open. And then kind of happening all day. You know, the good thing about Seminole Nation Days is that we're always trying to put in culturally relevant activities into what we do and have fun. And throughout the day from 10 to 4, there will be canoe carving. And so, you know, you see it on the sill that there's a Seminole person in a canoe, and you always hear about dugout canoes. Well, they will be carving a dugout canoe from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That will be happening on the grounds as well. So what was the word you said earlier? Gandering?
Yeah, while you're taking a gander.
While you're taking a meander over to the canoe carving, because that would be kind of cool to see. And then also at 10 a.m., horseshoes will be kicking off. 11 a.m., cornhole registration. And there'll be more information on like where the registration booths will be at. At noon, cornhole will kick off. The bags fly. Was that what they say, Joe? The bags fly at noon. And then that afternoon.
I'm sorry.
That afternoon, right after the parade, the arena activities come alive. And we have some cool things happening in the arena. First, I must say the MC, the arena director for that afternoon,
I think
is pretty good guy.
Stedowa.
Anidos.
Oh.
And so he goes by the name Jeremy. And so kicking off right after the parade, you might have seen him on The Voice, but AJ Harvey will be kicking off right after the parade happens. And that will be around 11 o'clock in the morning. And then around noon, the State of the Nation will be kicking off. Right after the State of the Nation, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the traditional dress contests that we usually have. Then there will be also a stickball demonstration. They say demonstration on the flyer. It's going to be like a social game. Young boys and girls can get out there and play, and it'll be a good time. And we'll also have a storyteller talking about the game and kind of how it came about. And then to kind of close down the arena activities around 4 o'clock will be the bike giveaway. And so you want to make sure you get up and sign in, fill out the application for the bike. And then let's see, there's some cultural demonstrations. I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking today.
I can do it if you want to.
Let me finish Saturday and you can kick off Sunday. How
okay.
And then cultural demonstrations from 12 to 4. And then the all-important traditional meal.
Be there.
Oh.
Y'all better be there.
What's the best traditional food that you like?
That I like fried meat.
Man, that is a top one.
Yeah.
I think everyone likes fried meat. Fried meat or salt meat?
Both. Both of them.
No, if you had to pick one.
Oh, man.
If you had to pick one.
Oh, man.
And they're both good. Like they're cooked perfectly. Fried meat or cooked perfectly salt meat? Oh.
Oh, don't make me do that.
Okay,
I'll
think
do
about it.
fried
We'll come
meat.
back to. We'll come back.
No,
to
I
it.
know. I'm locking in fried meat. I'm
Oh.
standing on it.
See, I think I'd be salt meat.
I'm standing
I
on
think
it.
I'd be salt meat. All right, and so while we discuss pork over here, the cultural demonstrations, traditional meal at 5:00. Also under the Miccosukee Arena, Smiling Vic takes the stage for that afternoon to close down the activities that's going to be on the east side in the arena. And so then the main stage concerts start kicking off around 6:30 to 7. And that's when we have the South Canadian Saints, Chabon Tiger Band, Spencer Batiste, and Doc Native. And that should be a pretty good show all together, all three of them. You get a good genre of music. And at 10:00 to end Saturday, fireworks. All right, Florence.
Okay. All right. So September 22nd, that's Sunday at 8 a.m., the fishing derby. I've never been to that, but I heard it's fun.
So the fishing derby, is there a flyer for that?
I don't think so. I didn't see one.
Fishing derby? Yeah.
Oh, did I don't see it.
So all the flyers
Yeah.
that we have, again, make sure you go to the Seminole Nation Days celebration page because you'll be able to view a lot of the details that you need to get things to go. But I think the kids, they got to have a parent
Yeah.
addressing them.
So the youth fishing derby, age divisions 5 to 7, 8 to 10, and 11 to 13. Registration will start at 8 a.m. The derby will start at 8:30. And then the first 125 registered participants will receive free fishing poles. And then prizes for each age division: most caught, biggest catch, and smallest catch. No early registrations. Parent or guardian must be present during registration and derby, and they are not responsible for injuries.
What about best catch?
Best catch? I think we're going to have to fight for that one.
I'm just joking.
Here we go. All right. And then also at 8 a.m., oh, man. At 8 a.m. will be the car show. Alrighty. So Transportation Building at the Miccosukee Mission, Sunday, September 22nd. Introducing the brand new Res Ride category. So from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., bring your Res Ride. Haul it on a trailer. Get it there. Because the tire giveaway will be at 11 a.m.
And maybe you can win tires and drive it home.
Yeah, you could.
You might tow your ride, but you might be driving it back. Woohoo!
That's
a good
cold.
motto right there.
All right, and then it's a $20 entry fee. Registration is 8 to 11. Kids goodie bags, prizes, door prizes, and free hot dogs. Vegas. All right, and then 9 a.m. archery. I don't know if we have a flyer for that one. Okay. But just know that they're doing that at 9 a.m.
And
8:30. Oh, go ahead.
I've heard stories of new 3D targets taking place.
Oh, really?
And no compounds this year. They said all, what's the recurves? All recurves this year. And there will be some bows available for kids that come that want to shoot that don't have a recurve. I know there'll be some available for them, but if you're an adult, you can bring your own recurve, and then there'll be targets available, and then also those 3D targets. So that sounds pretty cool.
All right, and then also happening Sunday is going to be the Day of Prayer. Come join the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma for Sunday service and breakfast. Everyone is welcome at the Senior Citizens Building located at the Miccosukee Mission in Seminole. Breakfast will be from 8:30 to 9:30. They'll do Creek singing from 9:30 to 10. And they will have guest singers Rick Carpenter and Vision 41 at 10 a.m., followed by a message given by Kevin Fox. So that'll be a good lineup. And then 9 a.m. co-ed slow pitch, 9 a.m. fast pitch, 10 a.m. Sunday service, and that's on Sunday once again. And the carnival will be open again at 12 p.m. At 2 p.m. the powwow, and then 6:30 p.m. grand entry. The schedule is subject to change. No drugs, alcohol, and no firearms. You can go to Seminole Nation Day Celebration Facebook page for updates and a daily in-depth schedule.
And there is one thing that you missed, but it's also going to be a native hymn or Muskogee hymn singing. That's going to be at 9:30 that morning. So between the day of prayer, the National Day of Prayer breakfast, and then before the Sunday service, there will be a creek singing in there, and that will be taking place. And so make sure you swing by. Did we get everything?
I think so.
We missed one thing, Florence.
Oh, what did we miss?
The second annual Chado Choga Iskotka tournament presented by the Seminole Nation Language Program. If you know how to play rock, paper, scissors, and this is a promotion of the language because we call it Chado Choga Iskotka, right during the traditional meal, I think we said about 5:45 in the afternoon, swing by north of the arena, and you'll see a line forming over there, and you'll see the language staff, and we will have 2 age categories. I believe it's going to be the little ones from 0 to, what do we say, like 12, and then 13 and up.
And the biggins.
And the biggins. 13 and up. But then after we get the champions from each one, so first place gets $25, second place gets $10 in your age category. And then that night, in between the sets on the big stage, the finals of the grand prize award, $100. So you might have a 3-year-old versus someone who's 75, and they're up there playing Chado Choga Iskotka, Chado Choga Iskotka, Chado Choga Iskotka, and it should be a good time.
The winner could be you.
It could be you.
It could be you.
It could buy your lunch.
I wish I could compete.
Or something from the vendor area. So
I wish I could compete. That would help me out a lot.
Shots fired.
all right, I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
Let's see, the bike giveaway, surveys, and all of this can be found on the Seminole Nation Day Celebration Facebook page. So make sure you get out there and take a look. Also coming up in November is the second annual Native Market, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the OAP Miccosukee Mission. Concession is available. So if you have any questions about that, contact Marcy B. Harjo, 405-563-9057.
Alrighty. Anything else we need to go through?
Let's see. This Friday, extended hours. Wait, is that this Friday? Yeah. The 13th at the Seminole Nation of Higher Ed, Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Higher Ed office is open 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. this Friday for extended hours. So come and learn about the Higher Education BIA Scholarship along with other scholarship funding opportunities.
And don't forget the Higher Education BIA Scholarship document upload. The deadline is September 14th, so make sure you get that in. You still have a chance. So.
All right, and then also just remember, after Seminole Nation Days on the 23rd, the offices will be closed that day. Most of your staff is working, or most of the staff at the Seminole Nation is working well into the week and pretty late on those Saturday and Sunday nights. And so the offices will be closed on Monday. So will OAP. And so on the 23rd, no OAP lunches will be served that day. However, the Older American Program located at the Miccosukee Mission is open and serving meals Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and Friday breakfast, 9 to 11. Also, individuals 54 and under can purchase meal trays for $7 cash only.
All right, and we have...
let's do the Veterans Benefit Workshop first real quick.
Right.
That Rex is the commander of the Services Connected Compensation VA Benefits Assistant Oklahoma State Benefits, Post 32, 211 East Main, Holdenville, Oklahoma. Veterans, come learn about your benefits. That will be Monday, September 16th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Woohoo! Did we do it?
Go for it.
Alrighty. Happy birthday to Michael Bender, Kelsey Self, Symphony Shomo, Teresa Bender, Dakota Harjo, Kayla Bronco, Randall Williams, and Joe Kuhn.
And Pam Larney, the
Yes.
wife of Richmond Larney, who you most famously said last week that he can go to the
Oh.
OAP now. Do you remember that? But
I'm
his
sure-
wife is having a birthday today.
Well, happy birthday.
And so, as you can catch the rebroadcast of this radio show on the Facebook page, YouTube, and tribal website, SNO-NSN.gov. For the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma every Wednesday around 8. If you have news or announcements you want to share on the community and events Facebook page, please email the communications staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com or call 405-652-7251. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. right here on KWSH 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 a.m. and also streaming live on KWSHradio.com worldwide. We'll see you next week. Seminole Nation Days.
Mano.
Alagi, though.